Hey everyone, it's Meridy. I'm back. Welcome back. Today I am here with the second process video for our Offbeat kits, and I will link all of these supplies in the description of this video, and I'm just going to jump right in and get started. So today I'm working with a few branding strips that I had left and a few strips that I had left from the first layout that I made. And then I'm working with the following pictures. This is my son. It was our family pictures in 2023. And then I pulled out a few pieces of ephemera and embellishments out of all the embellishment packs. This kit is so heavy on embellishments that I went ahead and pulled, as I often do, the ones that I think will coordinate nicely with this layout. So I'm going to show you what I pulled out so far. I pulled out that film strip, and this was from the 49 in Market ephemera stackers, which is part of the Essentials Kit, and that little card. Let me try to get all of this. And these are just from the various packs of ephemera. This says, I hope the days come easy, the moments pass slowly, and each road leads you to where you want to go. Never look back. Stay humble and hustle hard. And that little tag, stand tall, do not enter, a little tab, a camera since it's family pictures, and another little tag. And then I've got, of course, the white scraps of paper left over from the last layout that I made, just white cardstock from my stash. And then the following papers I thought looked really nice with these pictures. This wood grain on one side, and it's really cool hexagons on the other side that are like patterned, like you can't tell probably on camera, but it's like a brick pattern in the back. And then I do have this piece that I gutted from the last layout that's the gold stars on one side and the orange triangles on the other, but I don't think I want to use it because I feel like it kind of clashes with that yellow, so I'm not going to be using that piece. And then I've got this solid, it's cobalt blue on one side but checkerboard plaid on the other. And then this 49 in Market solids paper, it's like a lighter yellow on one side and a darker goldenrod on the other. So I want to probably use some combination of these papers. And then I've got out here, in case I need it, more of this 49 in Market ephemera, the buttons, which I do want to use on this layout. A few pieces, I just grabbed some small pieces of trim. They're not like the whole yard long pieces because I'll use them in small pieces. And it was taking up a lot of room. So maybe I'll use some of that trim. And then in the last layout I made, I didn't use the butterfly or the mushrooms, but I don't think I want to use it here. And I don't really need the Fearless on there. So I'll put those off to the side. We don't probably use those. I love these little titles, so I don't know which one I'll use yet. And of course the alphabet stickers. So let's get started. I have no rhyme or reason how I want any of this to go in my head. I'm not even sure if I want it to, the background to be on this colored paper or if I want it to be on white paper or what. So I'm gonna have to do a little experimenting here. And I really love the wood grain paper, but I also really love the B-side, those hexagons. So I kind of don't want the wood grain to serve as my background because I would rather use like little pieces of it across multiple layouts. And I can save these branding strips too because they are usable. Okay. So I don't want yellow to be the background because I think it's just too much yellow. The blue looks nice as a background, but I don't want to use it as my whole background and waste all of the checkerboard. The checkerboard is too much for the background. The wood looks amazing as my background, but like I said, I love this B-side and I don't want, the B-side is too busy for a background. And I don't want to use this whole wood grain piece like this because I feel like I can use pieces of this paper on lots of layouts coming up. So I think that leads me to using white as my background with lots of layers of all these colors. And I need to decide how I want these pictures. Oh, I think I like the bigger picture overlapping the smaller picture, and I like the bigger picture on the left. I mean on the right hand side like that. And then I think I can matte these pictures. Well, they look really nice matted on this blue. If I matte them on the wood grain, it's mostly gonna just read as like solid paper, so I don't want to matte them on the wood grain. I think I will matte them on this blue paper. And in order to do that really easily, I'm gonna trim my pictures just a tiny bit, 1/4 of an inch off 2 sides. So that way I can just really, really easily matte them on 4x6 pieces of this blue paper. And that makes cutting the blue paper really easy. I'll just cut 2 4" by 6" pieces of this blue paper, and that will serve as my photo mat. And I can still use this side if I need to, even on this layout. Okay, so I've got my pictures matted, and now I need to somehow decide the paper that I want to use with it. And the film strip is gonna be, this is a pretty large element, so I need to kind of use it to plan my layout accordingly. And this I would like as a matte layer. And you know what? Since I'm only seeing this much, I am going to cut inside of here and use the other section. I'll show you, hold on. Let me get it cut. So I just cut like an L off the side of the paper. So I can tuck that up there, and I can tuck this down here. Okay. I might not use this checkerboard. Maybe a little at the top. That might look good to, at the very end, put a strip across the top, maybe a double, like maybe another color too. Let's see how that would look. That looks really nice. And it adds that element of like teen boy, because that checkerboard is very like, it reminds me of Vans shoes or something. And then I'm gonna cut some of this paper. I just want to cut a strip of it, and I'm not sure if I'm going to use the wood side or this side or both sides. Let's see. I think I will cut it with the wood grain, like I'm going to cut it across so the wood grain is like stripes across it. I'm going to cut 2 inches. And I don't know if I'm even gonna use this, but we will see. So I cut 2 inches off of that paper, and then I'm gonna put the rest to use on other layouts. And let's see how. Okay, it's very, very linear like this, with a line across here and a line across the top. I think I can add more of this yellow paper that I've got back there though, behind my photos, to help matte them. But let's see, I wonder if I could just use some of this up here. This is a branding strip, and it's the B side of this paper, so it's a little lighter, but I think that could work. It's okay that it's not this deep yellow up there, I think, because it kind of tones it down a little. It's not so demanding of your eye. Okay, then for in here, I think I'm just gonna cut a 4-inch strip. I'm just making cuts, like I don't have a plan. And let's see. bring this in and just kind of layer up my photo with a little bit of yellow on there. Maybe I even do like the back side better. It's a little bit toned down, and all my embellishments here are pretty toned down. Oh wow, I have lots of things I can stick up at the top that might look cool. Not just the yellow. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and cut this into 4" by 6" pieces. So I just cut 2 4" by 6" pieces from that gold paper. And let's see. And then they can just kind of give a little hint of color in these layers. If I like this, I might do the same thing to the yellow paper as I did to this brown one. Let's see, do I like this like this? Or would I rather have I like it the other way. Okay, so this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna save this piece. I'm gonna cut this the same way that I cut this scrap. I'm gonna cut it like an L, so I can use half of it on one picture and half of it behind the other picture, because I really like to stretch my supplies as much as possible, and it doesn't, like, I'm fine that they're not really going all the way under. Okay. And then I don't know, I might want these upside down, showing the really bright yellow. Well, that didn't work because now I can't put this on the other side if I showed the back side. Okay, I think maybe I could do one bright and one dull. No, I don't like that. What does this look like with the bright yellow showing though? Maybe I might have to switch what I've done here. Oh, I do kind of like the darker yellow showing. I like that map better than this one. This one has a lot of white in the background and that one does not. Okay. Let's get rid of these branding strips that I'm not going to use. This one I might, no, it's just another too many shades of blue introduced in there, so I'm not going to use that one either. We can get rid of those. Okay, I kind of like that. I'm just finding places to stick clusters of embellishments. And I feel like this has a lot of blue up here, so I can put this cluster down here somewhere. I really love this, so I want it to show up. And I think it can show up pretty good right there. I've got one cluster up there. I think I'm gonna put one cluster over here and maybe something small down here. I'm not sure what yet. And I'm just, I liked the way that the colors of this looked with my pictures, but it might be too big to use on this layout. It's looking pretty big. Maybe I could put it up there with the title. That could look pretty good. Okay, before I get going too far here, I'm going to adhere what I've got. I'm gonna trim a little bit off the bottom and a little bit off the top of this paper so that I can make this going across the top. And I'm going to adhere the pictures and the paper, but none of the embellishments. I will adhere this frame though, because I don't want to get too far and too much on here and then have to take it all apart and glue it all back in the same place. So I will get the layers that I can adhered, and I will be right back. Alrighty, I got all the bottom layers adhered down on the top. The embellishments are not adhered yet, but when I put this card on, I cut off the bottom, and I think I'm gonna slide it under there. Never look back. Let's see. Oh, this is just the scrap that came off the end there. I don't need that. Let's see this little tag. Good things are going to happen, this says. It's hard to read. It's just a little vellum tag detail. Maybe I'll layer some stuff up down here. I'm not sure. I don't like this right now. I have this do not enter, and I don't necessarily care what it says. Like, I'm not, it's fine if I cover up. It's just a nice rustic looking tag. I adhered these papers too close to the end. Usually I try not to glue my layers down too close to the edges so I can easily slide things under them, but apparently I was not paying attention there. No, it's very distracting that you can't read it. Maybe I could put it sideways. That's a lot better. I've got my little camera here. I don't even know if I need this camera. Kind of looks awkward everywhere I put it. I love this one, Stay Humble and Hustle Hard. I want to put that on there. If I turn it the right direction, you can read the whole thing. So I kind of like it there. I feel like I still need to build up these embellishment clusters a little more. Let's see. Put some of these buttons. The light button looks pretty. I think all three colors look okay. The medium brown kind of detracts from the layout. I feel like this color, it was too orangey. I'm not even sure I want these buttons where I've got them. I've just thrown one in each cluster, so I remember that I can work with them. Okay, trim. I'm not gonna use that trim. This trim looks good with it. I might add a little trim here and just go right underneath. Let's see what this will look like. I'm gonna just cut it. Yeah, that can be good. Let's see, I'm trying to get this tucked in. I'm not sure I like that little tag there. Okay, I'm gonna pull out some of these other things that I have, the other embellishment packs. I know I've already taken the main pieces that I want and put them in here. Actually, before I do that, let's see. Of course, Love You is a good one. I also can put his name on here. Maybe I will get my little alphabet ruler, and I'm gonna pull his name off here. Okay, that's too big up there. Oh, his name looks great down there to me. Okay, I'm gonna start getting some of these things down so that I can move around some of the other embellishments. And I'm going to pull some other embellishments packages out in just a minute and mess with those and see if I like any of those pieces too, because I have a lot of pieces still left. So let me adhere what I've got and I will be right back. Okay, I got everything adhered except for the buttons, because I want to put the buttons on last and make sure that's where I want them. I really want to put this Love You on this, so I think I might do that right over here. Let's see. Oh, I kind of like it better right underneath it. Kind of keeps it together. Not sure if I need that button there still though. Okay. Let me get out the ephemera that I grabbed. Okay, I've got quite a few more little pieces here. I'm just gonna go through them and pick out if I think I need. I already have Stand Tall. I kind of feel like I need an icon down here, not just more words. And I do like this little piece over there, so I think I'm gonna go ahead and adhere that piece down. Just like that. Gonna try to find an icon. Between these packs of ephemera and the, oh my gosh, what are these called? The laser cut images. I think I can find something to go down here. Okay, I think I found two embellishments that I want to go here, and I know that this is a page of my son, but I don't mind putting flowers on masculine pages if they match. And I think those two flowers bring a nice little area down there. So I'm gonna go ahead and put these two flowers just sticking out from underneath down here. And these flowers were from the Essentials, the ephemera and the Essentials kit. And then I think I'm gonna pop this up on foam tape down there. And then I feel like this layout is almost gonna be done. I do wanna put some splatters on it, just a few of them, just to make the back not be so stark white. So let's see where I can put these buttons first. I think the best place are those three places. So I'm going to go ahead and grab my Eileen's tacky glue and get these buttons adhered down. And then I'm gonna come in with some mist, and I'm not gonna use black, I don't think. I think I'd like to use the more green or the more blue. I think the more green, because it kind of matches this tag. And it's mica mist in Barrel Swirl. And I'm just gonna cover up my pictures where I don't want to get missed with some scraps, and just a little bit in certain areas. I want some there. Whoop. The good thing about this mist is it will show up on this wood grain paper. It will not dry on the acetate, I do not think. So if you get any on the acetate frame, you might just want to lift it off because it won't dry on there, I don't think. Okay, let's move this down here. Let's see how this mist is looking. I might have overdone it a little. Kind of a lot. I might add a little bit of black into it too. I'm gonna get a little bit of a black soot and just barely put a little bit in the areas. Okay. I think I might need one more little bit of yellow across here, this dark yellow. So if I just had a little tiny bit of yellow up there, I'm not gonna put it at the top though, I'm gonna either put it here or on that seam, but I really do like that. I kind of wanna cut it with pinking shears though, like I want the edge to be pinked. So let me go get those. We'll see how this looks. And yes, I still have my pattern or my decorative edge scissors. I don't use them very often on my pages, but I do sometimes, so I kept them. Okay, I definitely like it on the bottom there, so I'm just gonna add it right in there. Nope, I'm gonna add it on the seam between the two colors. And I'm just going to use my art glitter glue to get a really thin line of glue, because that is a very thin piece of paper. I like that added little bit of texture up there, and the little bit of yellow up there. It brings out the yellow that's in the layout. So with this, I think this layout will be done. Thanks for watching today, guys. If you are inspired by this layout, either to use your Offbeat kit or to use your stash and create a layout, you know, similar to this, we would love to see it on our Not Just for Boys Kit Club community Facebook page. And I will put all the necessary links in the description of this video. But thank you guys so much. Bye.